We talked about productivity, we talked about daily routines, and even tips for you to not fall asleep during the day. But here's the deal: how to wake up early without feeling tired. How do we get out of bed? I mean, we can do all the daily routines, we can do all the tips that we found on the internet, but how do we get out of bed, man? How do we get out of our comfortable, warm, safe bed? So once again, I was really digging into what we can do to wake up early without feeling tired in the internet, and I found a lot of things that we can do. But there were only a few that I found to actually get out of bed. I mean, it's pretty easy to wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning, at 5 a.m. in the morning with an alarm on our phone, on our device. But someone invented the snooze button. It's our main enemy. This just won't help us at all. So how to avoid this snooze button? And how can we actually wake up? And there's one essential thing for humans, not only for survive, but for achieve a healthy and improve your lives. And that, my friends, is water. It's no secret that drinking water first thing in the morning increases your level of alertness. After we're losing a lot of water and we wake up dehydrated, we need to drink water first thing in the morning to increase our level of alertness and to boost our energy so we can start great in the morning. But wait, that comes after waking up, after get out of bed. So how can we actually get out of bed? Well, I figured out that there's two things that we can do to get up. But first, in order to get out of bed, we need to wake up, right? So let's say you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and then you snooze the button on your alarm. Or you're not even in that. You are too deep into dreams and you can't wake up. So a way that you can solve that is by waking up with a custom alarm. And that means not by choosing the default tones that are on your phone, because eventually you just hate them. What you can do is to download applications to use a custom sound for an alarm. And one of those amazing applications is called Morning. This custom alarm application, I've been using that for more than 8 months. When you put your favorite song as an alarm, you're unconsciously telling your brain to wake up, and your mind is going to wake up in a very happy mood because you enjoy the song. Your levels of energy are being spread to the whole body and to your mind to wake up. And if you even have Spotify Premium, what Morning application does is that you can merge your Spotify Premium account into Morning, and you can set whatever song that you want into your Spotify account, whether that's on a playlist that you created or you can search that manually. And boom, you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, what's next? Let's say that you are awake. You love to hear the song at 5 a.m. in the morning, but you see this snooze button and you are tempted to push that button and to go to bed for just 5 more minutes. That's when it comes the purpose. If you have a purpose after waking up, your chances of going back to bed are going to be lower than other days. For example, let's say you went shopping yesterday and you wanted to try this awesome cereal with 4 parts of chocolate. And the next morning, after you wake up at 5 a.m. and you think about this awesome cereal that you just bought yesterday, you will be more than happy to notice that the cereal is waiting for you in the kitchen. And you just won't go back to bed because your body wants to taste that new cereal. It may sound a little lame, but that's an amazing example of what we can do of our daily purpose. Maybe you want to wake up because you want to start the first chapter of a book that you just bought last night. And okay, maybe you're not going to have an amazing cereal or a new book every day because that might be a little bit expensive. Find a purpose for you every single day, and that's a way we can get off from bed. And lastly, guys, let's say you're off bed now, you're waking up now, but you're feeling so tired and you just want to go back to bed because it's freezing outside your bed. Well, I recommend you to do one of these 3 things in order to avoid that. And number 1 is to make a little movement. If there's a park outside your house, you have a garden, or there's another room where the sun comes in through a window, you might want to get in there. When you start moving, your brain understands that it's time to wake up, and your brain will be more aware of that if it sees the sun out. As soon as our skin touches the sunlight, and we see the sun rises in the sky, our brain is telling us, alright, it's time to wake up. And lastly, as I just said at the beginning of the video, water is essential for all of us. Remember that I told you about drinking water first thing in the morning? Yes, it increases our level of alertness, not only by drinking it, but we can just splash a bit of cold water in our face. This will immediately activate our brain, and our energy might be better than ever. Because it takes up to 40 minutes to fully wake up your body and mind. But if you take a quick splash of cold water in your face, that 40 minutes might convert into just 5 minutes or less. Hey, that's great. But how do I avoid to wake up the next day without feeling tired? Well, don't forget about drinking water, and the moment you're feeling tired, if you're having naps, don't have a nap for longer than 30 minutes, because otherwise you're gonna go to bed much more later, and it's gonna be pretty hard for you to wake up the next day. And this might sound a little awkward, but if you do some exercise, if you make some movement through your day, you're gonna feel with a lot more energy during the day, and later in the night you're gonna feel pretty tired, which it's gonna be awesome for us because we can even go to bed a little bit earlier. And guess what? The next time you wake up, you might be feeling with a little bit more energy. And adding all the things that we do to wake up, you might be even ready to go to the gym or to run a marathon. Okay, that might take more than a few months, but you know the idea. And that's it for today, guys. Hopefully this information was useful for you. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos about this kind of daily routines and healthy tips. You can ring that bell to get notifications about new videos. They're coming every single day. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.